Hey friends. Okay, y'all, you know why we're here. The Christmas tree. If you saw my previous video, y'all, I was asking you, where does this Christmas tree go in this small living room? This is our first year in our house, y'all. And honestly, it was a little bit of a struggle figuring out where to put the tree so things didn't feel crowded. And after moving one or two pieces of furniture, like I shared with you guys in that last video, we were able to figure out the tree pretty easily, and it doesn't feel crowded in here. And while this is a more formal living room, we do have a dedicated, like, family loungy type space. I still wanted to feel relaxed in here, not too crowded. I didn't want every surface decorated. We still use the space a lot since it's our only living space on the first floor. So everything in here is pretty simple. Not to mention, you guys, it's only 2 weeks before Christmas. There's a good chance I'm recovering right now from my carpal tunnel surgery that I told you guys about. So there wasn't a lot of time to do too much, but I figured I would show you guys what I got going on. All right, friends, let's see.
So we're going to start the tour right here because I didn't even get a chance to do anything in the entry, so there's nothing to show. But this is the kitchen here, and I don't really decorate in the kitchen too much, you guys, but I have this little holiday sign here, and I have some Christmas kitchen towels. But other than that, y'all, I don't really do too much in the kitchen. Okay. I do have this little corner here. We'll talk about all that in a second. But let's start right here. So this is the black sideboard that I was talking about in my previous video when I asked you guys, where should we put the Christmas tree? Should we be moving all the stuff? And we did, and it made the most sense. And on top of it, I just found this vintage Christmas card. I think it's either from the 60s or the 70s. I had it printed out at Office Max as an engineering print, so it was very inexpensive, $6. And I think he is adorable. I love that it had the high on there because he has his little hands. I don't know if you can see it. Like he's kind of like waving. And I thought that was so cute because it's kind of the first thing we see when we walk in, because we come in the house this way from the garage. And so when we come around the corner, I thought it was adorable that it's like, hi. So yeah, I printed that out. Really cheap, makes a huge impact. And I had this tray on top that has a very organic arrangement of sorts. Kayla and I did a volunteering event with the Children's Hospital last Sunday, and we had some greenery that we foraged to do the event, and we had some left over, and I just used it here. The only thing that I got from this arrangement was the holly at Trader Joe's because I like the berries and everything. But I love how it looks, you guys. It really looked like we went on a walk and gathered this, because we did. And it makes it feel a little bit more special. And it's not a lot going on here. I have this little Christmas tree decor that I just added a little red ribbon to. We have some candy canes, a little coaster. And in here, we have some old time mints and chocolates. These are my favorite mints, you guys, especially around the holidays. I always get some. And this is great for if anybody's making hot cocoa or anything. The canister is so cute, you guys. It's from Home Goods. It was very inexpensive, about $8. And I was looking at it with a hawk eye, making sure it wasn't like AI nonsense. But it looked pretty good, and for $8, I was like, you know what, we gonna do that. So yeah, really love that. The other thing we got this year, you guys, was this pair of cute nutcrackers. How adorable is this? It was $10 each at Kroger. I was food shopping. I could not help it. I did buy that because I thought, oh, this will look cute on our island. It's been a very long time since we've actually even had an island in our kitchen. I thought, oh, this would be too adorable, especially with his little apron and cookies and Mrs. Claus, got her little crafts. I just thought it was too cute. I just added a little fake tree behind it, y'all, and called it a day. And I think that is very cute. And over here, it's kind of like a little hot cocoa station we have going on, coffee bar situation. We have some hot cocoa in there. We even got some little to-go cups, a little Santa. And on top of here, I have this little sign that I've had from Michael's forever. What I love about it is that it's actually stitched, and the frame makes it look really vintage. And up here on the lights, I added more little small ribbons, and you'll see this little small red ribbons from everywhere. I got a pack of 32 from Amazon, and I went to town. I kept the dining area very simple because it's our only dining area, and I just I really like decorating with a light hand around areas that get daily use. I don't want to be pushing things out of the way. I have some pillows here. This is not even necessarily a Christmas pillow. I just love the color and that it kind of really pulled in all the colors from this side of the room. Greens, blues, that deep red, even the beige and cream color. So I really love that. Let me fix that. And over it, I have a Noel sign that I've also had forever. And for a very simple centerpiece, I just filled up a bowl with some of my vintage Shiny Bright ornaments. And it's not all filled with Shiny Brights. I have pine cones underneath it, which helps fill up about half the bowl. And then I add my Shiny Brights. And I just love how, just pretty and festive. It's like having a little bowl of jewelry, And for a little bit more sparkle, I added these little crystal snowflakes on the chandelier. I've had these forever and ever. I've been adding them to my chandelier for literally over a decade. Almost every Christmas home tour on my blog, you will see these little snowflakes on the chandelier. I love them. They're very subtle, but it makes it, kind of festive. And right here in the corner, you guys, it's my bar cart. I don't have much on here. A little basket the cats like to lay in. I have my art book from the Cardboard Carter tour that hubby got me for my birthday last month. I love it so much. I haven't even cracked it out of the plastic yet. I will be doing that. And on top here, I don't have a whole lot going on. I got a little tree that's in one of my little vintage pots. More of that little red ribbon. Santa. This is just a little card that I framed. I don't know, felt festive and right with the little deer. Some more little nutcrackers, and I've had these since 2018. And I have a little vintage mirror over it, and that's it. I feel like, take a drink every time I say vintage. I have the Christmas tree, guys, but let's leave it for last. More of this little red ribbon, y'all. When I tell you I got my bang for my buck, I put it everywhere. Look, even on here, and I stole that idea from Kayla's birthday party where I had the pink little ribbons on these little topiaries. I did the same thing here, and I love how they came out. I got little gifts here. These are actual gifts, and this is all wrapping papers this year. Each year we do matching wrapping papers. It's just something I like. And this is what we're doing this year. Just a green. It has a little foil red bow. And then I got a foil Christmas wrapping paper. So this will be our paper this year. And yeah, and guys, it's too bad. The little houses, I thought they lit up. I guess the batteries are dead. They don't light up, and they don't have a big enough hole in the back for me to put in like a little automatic tea candle or something. So they're just decorative. They don't light up, unfortunately. The stockings are also decorative, you guys. On Christmas Eve, I'll put out our real stockings that have our name on it and everything. And I have one from my mother-in-law, and we will stuff those. But for now, these are just decorative, and I really love them. Have the fireplace on. We have an electric fireplace. It even gives that heat. It's really cool. Over here in this corner, you guys, not a whole lot going on. No, I did not really decorate. I haven't even actually unpacked stuff to decorate this cabinet. My blue and white stuff, they're still packed up. But I did hang this little wreath up here, and I have this beautiful nutcracker ribbon. If you're in my newsletter, I had sent out just some timeless classic Christmas decor that I found on Amazon. This was one of the things. I loved it so much that I got it for myself. These little red ribbons was also on that list. I knew I was going to get a lot of use out of those. But I did add another little Christmas card in here. One of my favorite little decorating tricks. And on the coffee table, I am a bit of a minimalist when it comes to coffee table decorating, y'all. I like to have room for snacks or drinks or anything like that. I don't like to be moving stuff out of my way. So there's not a lot on the coffee table for that very reason. But I did add the rest of the greenery that Kayla and I forage in this little holder, and I think it's just so cute. And this is just a little faux wreath that I've set on a little wooden pedestal, and just this little kind of ornament that I've had forever. And this is beautiful candle that I got for my birthday. Once I'm done using it as a candle, I will absolutely melt the wax and keep this beautiful pagoda container.
Okay, y'all, let's talk about this tree. I have these really big brass deers. They're so heavy that I got from Etsy years ago, literally a decade. And I love them, and I just drag them out every holiday. And this year I decided to put them near the tree. Somebody came to join us. Hi, Papa. If I'm somewhere, they're gonna be there. And this tree, you guys, I didn't have any theme. Girl, it is 2 weeks before Christmas. We just needed to get something up before I had the surgery. And so here we are. I did filler ornaments, ones that I thought were pretty, and basically a lot of our special ornaments. Most of my ornaments are very old. I'm talking about 10 years, 20 years, very, very old. I've had ornaments that I've had even since high school, you guys, and tons of them from when the kids were little, vacations, all kinds of things. And those are just the ones I chose to use this year. Normally I have a theme, a color scheme, something. This year I said, nope, just old school, put what you like, what we have, and that's what I did, and I think it came out so nice. I think I've lost a little bit of my lights on my tree, you guys. I have this feeling that all the lights are not lit. I think next year we're gonna get another tree in addition to this one, and I think this one might just go to the family room. But I'll show you guys. Let me show you some of our special ones, y'all. This one, we got it from when we went to New Orleans. This guy is like 20 years old. He doesn't even have his arms anymore. I think Jaden made this with his finger. This is like fingerprint ones from like what, 2011. Wow. Jaden's in college now. This one's from like a family trip that we took last year to South Carolina. I'm talking about, you guys, these are old. My husband and I got that when we first got married. This was when we got our first home. Let's see, our cat Fifi, who we don't even have anymore. But so many fun ones. Every year, you guys, we kind of like buy a new ornament and get it on the tree. This year, we did not do that yet. Actually, Jaden got one for UGA, but none of us got one. I think year before last, I got this one for myself, a little charcuterie one. I'll show you guys my special ones. This is my earpod ones because guess what I always have in my ear, my earpod. This is Jaden's. Like one that Kayla picked out one year. This is my mother-in-law's that the kids picked out years and years and years ago. I can't even say, they were so little, 15 years ago. She loves to read, she wears glasses, so my kids thought this was just so perfect for grandma, and we've had it ever since. And she looks for it every year, so I always make sure we have it up. And yeah, just special ones we've collected. This is my absolute very favorite ornament, y'all. My husband and I bought this in Bronner's in Michigan, which is kind of like a Christmas mega store. There's a couple that we bought at Bronner's that are still here that are at least 20. This is over 20 years because I'm not even sure my husband and I were quite married yet. So yeah, if that one ever breaks, I'll be sad. And this one too. They personalized this one for us at Bronner's that same day. This is my husband's. He loves pizza. We have so many special ornaments on this tree, y'all. I want to say it's kind of like one of my favorite trees I've done in a while. And I think it's just, I don't know, maybe because this is the first year in our new home. I'm feeling really nostalgic. I love it, you guys. I think the living room came out great. There's Papa. Even though, you know, I only had like a day to do this, to kind of put it together, just because Tom was running out before my surgery. But I like it down here, you guys. I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. And at least my mother-in-law will have a nice space to come to. It'll be festive and not just all, you know, looking like a party hall, which is what it looked like after Kayla's party, because we didn't have a rug or anything. And you guys, this cute rug, oh, I love it so much. I got it from Ross. It was $75, but you know, girl math, it was only $10 because we had stuff to return for Kayla's party. And I had like another return card already in my wallet. So it was definitely a girl math situation. So $10. So this is my little living room for Christmas. I did not get a chance to decorate upstairs or anything. Next year we'll definitely get on get on it a little earlier, there would be no big sweet 16s happening. We wouldn't have just been moving and, you know, all the other things that we got going on right now.